What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. I got a new one in from CJRB that I'm excited to share with you. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, we have a updated version of the Hectare here. This one, instead of an opening hole, coming with thumb studs. You have contoured micarta scales on here. The last one that I checked out had just G10 scales with the thumb disc, I'm sorry, the thumb hole, opening hole on it instead of thumb studs. Beautiful micarta on here. CJRB did a really good job. They're contoured, does have a reversible pocket clip and a lanyard hold for those of you out there that appreciate that. Good thumb studs on here as well. Fire is really nice. CJRB, good job on getting a well-made crossbar lock out here with an actual detent feel to it. It's nice and solid. The nested liners on here are hollowed out for weight reduction, and you do have a beautiful Wharncliffe blade shape on here. I am getting like 3.5 fingers on here before I start to fall off the back of where this kind of kicks out on the handle, but it is comfortable. It's not super pokey or hot or anything. And the way that they did that sharpening choil, you can get a little bit of a choke up spot on there. I think it would work better for medium hands versus the large hands that I have. Nice thin blade stock on here. This is that new blade steel SF2. I believe it is a spray form 154 cm. From what I'm understanding, I think that's what the SF stands for on it. Either way, I took it down to the garage to do some cutting with it, and man, this thing was very impressive with factory edge, very slicey going through the cardboard, so it will move through dense material nicely. And of course, with this Wharncliffe sheep's footy blade shape, it does have a very good handle on being able to do those draw cuts and utility cuts. Very comfortable in the pinch grip. Just a great size for EDC, guys. Does have like the Delrin style washers. The Delrin style bearings in the pivot. Again, very thin blade stock on here. This is just a very slicey knife. A great size for EDC. I think, again, small and medium hands is going to be great for those folks. Larger hands, going to be a little bit of a tighter fit, but if you like something a little bit more compact, think about your Para 3 style or size knife. This is going to be really, really nice for that. Again, I haven't had the spray form SF2, whatever they're calling it. What is it? AR SF2. I haven't had it for a very long time, but the little bit of time that I've had it, I've been very impressed with it. I also like the presence of these studs here on the crossbar lock. They aren't too proud. They have just enough bite on them to get like a really sure grip. So it's very easy to articulate, and it does have such good geometry with that crossbar lock on that blade stock that the reverse flick is actually really very satisfying. All right, let's do some size comparison. Okay, guys, we have the CJRB Locus, which is actually going to be just a little bit smaller than the Hectare, and then we have the Arcform Theory out on the table. So again, definitely more like a small to medium-sized EDC. I would definitely say it's right there at a medium size. It's just the way that the handle is shaped. My finger kind of lands on, my pinky lands on top of that back piece, just a little bit on the back section of it. Not terrible, again. Just something to make note of. Let's do a couple more size comparisons. All right, here it is against the Benji OTF, which again is a mini fifth pocket carry, and the SOG Power Pint closed, which I love. You guys know I love this. It's my favorite compact EDC friendly size to throw in the pocket multi-tool. And then there it is against the SOG Power Pint opened as well. Let's do a couple more size comparisons and then weigh the knife. Here it is against the Raylight LAN Apple and the Tactile Turn Mini Click. Again, just a couple of pieces of EDC gear that I think are very helpful to take a look at for size comparison. Let's grab the scale because this feels very lightweight. All right, scale out, cut on, and cut on. Yeah, I thought so. Coming in at 2.5 ounces. This is a super lightweight EDC. Very light in the hand, going to be light to carry, going to be great for summertime, which we're rolling up on. I just really do like this one. I'm vibing with it a lot. So love that weight. All right, final thoughts and impressions, guys. I grade on a scale of 1 to 10. I take into account the price point, materials used, fit and finish, ergos, and the subjective point is going to be the aesthetics. And I actually like the way that this one looks, so that does make it easier for me. This is, by all intents, a budget knife. It is a budget price with budget materials, and CJRB always does a very good job with the build quality on these, so I do really like that. I like the fact that they were thoughtful enough to make this reversible. It does have an ambidextrous lock that you're going to really be able to use right and left-handed exactly the same. It's going to be very comfortable in the hand to use, and it has a great blade shape, utility blade shape to it. The micarta is done very well on here. For this one here, I'm actually going to go 6.5. Very strong score considering budget knives cap at 7, meaning if it's all budget materials that are budget friendly, dollar friendly, it can't go any higher than a 7. So 6.5 is actually a really high score. I do like that. What would have made it a little bit better for me is just a little bit more size to it, a little bit more size. The plunge grind being brought back just a little bit more. Again, if this is meant to be a forged choil, I would have taken the extra length on here, probably making it from inside the finger to inside the finger as far as the length, and then you could have brought that forged choil out a little bit more. I don't think it would alienate those with smaller hands in any way, shape, or form. It would have just been a little bit more friendly to folks that are over that large sized hand. Great action. Good thumb studs, has remained solid up and down, side to side. And again, CJRB got that geometry right. It's straight up and down. So when you go to overcome it, it's really, you have to force past that break, and that makes it feel like a very solid, very heavy detent, and it allows the knife to snap out. That's it, my review on the Hectare with the crossbar lock and thumb studs. I actually like it better than the opening hole because it's easier to manipulate and deploy. Definitely let me know what you think about this one down in the comments below. I am an affiliate, so if you use the links in the description, it will help the channel. That is up to you. I do appreciate those of you that do like to use that and support the channel. If you enjoyed the content, a like would be appreciated. Definitely consider subscribing if you're not subscribed. And for those of you that are channel members, thank you so much for that extra layer of loyal support. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I hope you have a fantastic week. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.